Good afternoon. It is a very, very sunny Friday afternoon. I think what we're getting is one of those Indian summers that everybody keeps talking about, you know, where you get the best of the weather at the end of the year, and we certainly seem to be getting that in Scotland at the moment, certainly in the west. It was, well, we're going to do weather forecast first, sorry, I keep weather forecast. So it's been piddling down for majority of the month, but last few days have been great. And everything's in a good place. We're all very, very happy. So we're enjoying a good Friday afternoon, me and a friend of mine. Say hello, Tim.
Hello, Tim.
So Tim's a work colleague and friend of mine, and I've loaded another one out to come and join me for another night. But Tim's very much into hiking and packing, and he's travelled extensively around the world, and yeah, you never know, I might pick up a few tips from him today.
We'll see, eh?
He's one of those strong silent types. So heading down to a bit of a favourite spot this evening, and I've got a new item of equipment I want to share with you, which I'm quite excited about. And this piece of equipment, whilst it's okay for one person, it's better to have it when you've got company.
I'm looking forward to it.
But there's been what are you doing down there? Oh. But there's been no trial runs, so, and I'll film the new equipment, so you're gonna have to be patient with me. But I'm quite excited by this. So I've got, we both got pitched up. So Tim's over there in the Hubba Hubba, and I'm poshing it tonight in the Jack Wolfskin Exo Light 2, nothing but the best. The other thing today, so you know, the warm tent, the warm big tent. I've even got the winter sleeping bag, the Rab 900 with me today, because I'm pretty certain there's going to be a frost tonight. Everything's looking like a frost, but look how close I am to that water's edge. Now apparently high tide is in another 10 minutes, so I'll be keeping a close eye on that. Oh my God, you are amazing. Right, you're gonna have to work with me on this. I've bought a tarp. This is the first time this has ever been opened. And I always say, if you're gonna get anything, get a big one. Sorry, I nearly fell in the loch again. As you can see, and that's called a Gunyah. It's a bit sloppy at the moment, but that's how it works. Right, it's taken us 3 attempts to get it right. Because you have to fold the tarp over on itself, I kept finding myself with the real loops on the inside, and that's no good, you see, because you need a real loop on the outside to use this stick and this guy line to give you a little bit more headspace. But then what you can do, so this is just a basic tarp shelter, you can see, with 2 trekking poles, and the beauty of these trekking poles is that I can really extend them to height, so that gives you lots of headroom, even sitting down headroom, which is fantastic. And then if it's a bit rainy or a bit windy and all that kind of stuff, you can pull down the front part of the awning and then peg that out as well, which is just, it's amazing. This is called the Gunyah shelter, Gunyah Tarp shelter. You can see all you need is basically guy lines, tent pegs and tent poles, you know. And if it weren't for bastard midges, then this thing is, it's just brilliant. Jeez. The Gunyah Tarp setup.
Works really well.
So what you can do is you can drop right into it if it's spitting, so you find, you know, I mean obviously we're using chairs. If we're on the floor, it'd be easier. But what you can do is if the wind gets up, you can remove this pole here and then peg this part of the tarp over towards where you are now, and it almost forms a tent, which I shall show you in a short while. I don't know, what time is it now?
8:15.
8:15, and we've got a little fire going, and it's one of those that you get going and the smoke follows you all around. It doesn't matter where you put the fire, and I can move the fire because it's on a stone. The smoke just follows you around, but it's very nice. We've got a lovely evening going on. We're kind of hoping that we're going to get a star show tonight. I'm thinking of doing a night lapse. It's not dark at the moment, there's no moon, but we're in a good place. Aye. I'm back in my tent now, and it's about 9:15. So wonderful evening, and delighted with that tarp. I've actually dropped the tarp down. I'll show you in the morning. It almost turns it into a tent, so it's a winner, is that. I know it's a kilogram in weight and that kind of thing, but to carry it round with me and to give me the options, particularly in just, you know, low rain and that kind of stuff, rather than being sort of cocooned in a tent, it's going to offer a lot of opportunities as I head into winter, particularly with cooking and things like that kind of stuff. So that were a winner. I enjoyed the fire, talking to Tim. It's been a lovely evening. I've actually set up a time lapse for the stars tonight because they look to be on show, so hopefully that'll turn out really well. So I'm going to turn in now and just relax and maybe listen to a little bit of music before I doze off. So I shall see you in the morning. Thank you for watching so far. Hope you like the tarp. Magic. Absolutely brilliant. About 7:30, just waiting for Tim to wake up and then we can have some breakfast. Not a bad night. A bit broken. I've woke up with a bit of a throat this morning. I must have been, I know I spent a lot of the night on my back probably snoring, and anyway I've had a coffee and that's already starting to work. It was a good star show last night, and with the moon rising over the top, it looked good. It's a nice place. There we go. Just burning everything. find a flask.
There was a breeding pair tree further up to find more nesting.
Look at this. This is water.
Warning.
So this is the shelter as it is on its own, and it'd be great if the wind would come in, or you know, you can get in there out of the rain, so you're not so much tent bound. But additionally, what you can do is if you remove this guy line here and remove this post pole, you can actually peg it down like that, and you've almost got a tent. So come out of camp now, and rather than go the direct route back and over all the spoilt areas devastated by logging equipment, we've taken the sort of like longer loop back, and very pleasant it is as well. So currently dropping back down on the Duke's Pass and back to the car.
Absolutely gorgeous.
It is. It's very nice. Well, back at the car now, after what's been a really good camp. Very, very peaceful. Great company as usual. Thank you, Tim.
Thank you.
Thank you. The sausage sandwiches were amazing. It was nice to see the wildlife. The seals came visiting again. I don't know if I managed to get them on the camera. A little bit shy. And herons and a wonderful owl. I went to sleep listening to a proper twit-twoo owl, which was very nice. But it's really nice. It's 10 to 11 now, so back at Coyleston car park and just a short drive home. So if you've watched it this far, thank you very much. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as we've enjoyed making it, and we always appreciate a thumbs up. See you again next time.